Question 286. What is the most slapstick thing that has ever happened to you?
Oh, my bidet.
What?
Slapstick? Shit.
I've turned around to run away and ran into a wall that was like a foot behind me and fell straight off my ass.
Okay.
No, I've got it.
Go
I
on.
remember what it was. I was in a shop with my dad some time ago, trying to buy fins for swimming. And I said to him, why don't we try through there, pointing. And he said, you can try through there. So I walked that way, looking at the ground, as I often did when walking, because I'm socially awkward as fuck. And I walked, I thought, into someone. I looked up to apologize and realized it was me, because the doorway was in fact a mirror.
Wow. Right, Eric, can you do a southern accent?
Yes.
Right, can you say, I do declare, Badger, that's a big cigar?
No.
Oh. Hang on, let me record it. Please.
Please.
I've decided you're never coming back again, so he's just going balls deep now.
No, Isla asked!
I'll tell you what. You can go to my Cameo page. You can hire me to say it.
What do we got here? I hurt my rib. I was a bit drunk. I made a pirouette and landed on my back. It must have looked amazing. Oh, both feet slipped off the pedals of my bike and I fell onto the bar. Crushed my nuts, was so paralysed, had to steer the bike towards the grass and crash.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
I once got hit in the face with a hockey stick.
Oh.
So I just thought of mine. Back when I was in high school, I was very, very athletic, and I could do a backflip on command. And I was trying to show off, and I did a backflip, and I landed just right on my head. It was just whoop bonk, just yeah.
Can you do a backflip now?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
About a month ago, I was rolling, like where I work is on a slight hill, and where we keep all the scrap tires and stuff is at the bottom. And I was rolling the tire down the hill, and it took off at a direction towards one of the other workers' cars, and I didn't want it to hit his car, so I started to run. But running down a fucking hill, instantly going from 0 to like 10 mile an hour, lost control, fell and flat in my face, slid down the fucking hill. Everybody thought it was hilarious. Tire still hit the car.
I got a story from years ago from my dad. He was towing a boat on a boat trailer, and he's coming around this hill, come down this hill, and all of a sudden the boat trailer passes him. Right? And the thing that adds to this is there was a jogger on the other side of the road a bit down the hill, and sees this boat and trailer coming towards him and manages to catch it.
Nice. All right. How?
Did he catch it or did it catch him?
I think that Joyce was doing the dive out the way or catch it.
So what did he do? Just Superman it? Just put the hand out and just...
Basically, yes, I believe so.
Okay.
I was going to say, the most slapstick thing I probably have is probably jumping between boats and then just disappearing between one of them. Just going hop, 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 disappear. Linda said, say again?
I said something similar happened with the Jack Russell. I was out walking along the canal, and you know where there's like the reeds and stuff, and he's jumping along the reeds at the side of the river, having a great time, and then the reeds, there's nothing underneath them, and it was like, there's a dog, there's a dog. Oh, dog.
Linda says, falling over the dog, landing smack down on the floor face first. Jassa says, I once fell up a flight of stairs carrying a birthday cake with lit candles. When I fell, face went into the cake, rolled down the stairs, set the carpet on fire.
Wow. Yeah, baby.
Why did you light the candles before you walked up the stairs, though?
When I was a
A friend
kid,
of mine once fell down the stairs. He was walking down them, and his feet just went whip out from under him, and he kind of slid and rolled down the stairs, but landed perfectly on his feet at the bottom.
I was thinking about something so I used to work banquets, and I used to be running around as a barback. And I remember one day I had 3 bottles of one champagne and 2 bottles of wine in both hands. And I have to run down these stairs. And I saw it coming. I for some reason, I just knew I was going to bust my ass. So I let the bottles go. I just threw them up in the air just to see what would happen. And I actually slid down the stairs and then ended up on my feet. I caught 1 bottle, but the other 2 broke. So.
But the one's impressive.
yeah.
Yeah, that one, I was like, oh shit, kind of fell into my hand. I didn't expect that at all.
I think that's like blessed champagne at that point.
Nah, unfortunately, it was the wine and the champagne broke.
No.
Doc did the classic. When I was a kid, I wore a watch on the same hand as that I ate with. So I was eating a bowl of cereal, and someone asked me the time, and I managed to dump the cereal on my lap.
Yeah.
When I went to Metallica, something similar to Sal, there was a guy and he was carrying 6 plastic cups of Heineken over, and he was absolutely wankered, and they were all over the place. He's kneeling down, he's setting them on the ground, they're all starting to wobble, and he pauses because he's near spilt them, and then he falls flat face into the whole fucking lot of them and spills them all over the place. He just sits up and he looks at it like someone's just killed his child. He's like, oh no. It's a 45-minute fucking queue to get more drink.
Plus those fuckers are expensive. It's like
Oh,
$10. It's like
I
a thing of beer this
had
big.
a bottle of Bacardi and vodka, but the pub sized. So what's that
Wait,
about?
Bacardi and vodka?
No, 2 bottles.
Oh, okay,
Right?
gotcha.
And what are they? About a foot and a half high. The ones that go in pubs. They put upside down.
Big pub bottles.
Yes.
We're talking about.
How big are they? 5 litres?
They're the big pub bottles.
Yeah, that's
the
all I
size.
know them as. Anyway, I bought them at Macro at a warehouse. And my house was on a hill. The driveway was on a hill. So I get home and I open the back door and both bottles roll out and smash on the floor.
Oh no.
I could
Yeah.
have cried.
That's
Right.
Hey, I didn't answer.
Did you not?
No.
I
we
don't-
need about 5 stories from you now.
I know, to make up for it. Caroline says I need to have a list of people because I keep missing people.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
It's always
Just tick them
me,
off.
though. Everybody else. I try to talk like 3 times, and people talk over me, and then you just.
This is where you kick her. This is where you kick her.
This is where I kick her. So she can't answer.
Right, everybody shut up.
Manda!
Okay, so I was a gymnast, and one of the days it was a state tournament day actually, and I was warming up on the balance beam, and I was doing a front tuck, and the problem with a front tuck is you know on the beam you don't see where your feet are going because it's frontwards, and I missed, and so here's the beam, and my feet went like that.
Oh!
So yeah. I mean, I don't have testicles, but it still fucking hurt. And my mother was all the way across the gym, and she knew it was me. She could hear me by my scream. So yeah, that was pretty awful, and I was bruised up pretty bad for a while. That was painful.
Ow.
But that's sticky. So
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
It
That's
is.
a cringy one. That one. That's one where you hear it as the story progresses. You just kind of.
yeah.
I'm thinking recording, you've been framed £250.
You would.